Greetings everyone and welcome to this Albion Online Dev Talk. I'm very excited to present the Hellgate Rework to you today, our second big feature rework in the upcoming Call to Arms update. Hellgates have been around since the early days of Albion Online and enticed many players to shed their first blood, including myself, even though it was my blood that was shed. Hellgates are a great example of Albion's core concepts, tough PvP content with high risk and high reward. After concentrating on solo player features such as corrupted dungeons, we wanted to have a look at one of our oldest group PvP features in the game. We started to investigate, crunch numbers, looked into feedback. We created a questionnaire directly targeted at Hellgate players, asking for what you would like to see. Based on your feedback, we set out to improve the availability of Hellgates, to make the Hellgate PvE more entertaining, to create a variety in map layouts that support different playstyles, to implement a matchmaking system so that every party faces a worthy opponent, and to tackle issues with the old Hellgates, such as reset compositions, which we addressed by creating the lava mechanic. But we didn't stop there. We created a new mode for the Hellgates, the 10v10 Hellgates, where large groups can fight for even bigger rewards. Let's have a closer look at how we improve the availability of Hellgates. To find a Hellgate, you will no longer need to search for a demon who only spawns at specific intervals and only at a few static locations. Instead, you can use a Hellgate map, which will create a Hellgate close to you. These maps can be crafted at your local artifact foundry, looted from mobs, or bought at any marketplace of your convenience. Similar to dungeon maps, you will have to be in an appropriate zone to use them. The Hellgate will then spawn a few zones away from you, so that the danger of actually getting to your Hellgate is not lost in this rework. Once you find your Hellgate, it will test your worthiness. You will need to fulfill a base item power requirement, which is a new stat. This stat only takes your gear itself into account, the tier, the quality, and the enchantment level. Neither your destiny progress nor your modifiers can count towards this value. The base item power entry requirement will make sure that you will never encounter an overcharged 4.1 player in a Hellgate ever again. And at that same time, it makes every PvP encounter more profitable. You will also need to be in a party that is big enough to enter the Hellgate. So you will need at least 2 people for 2v2s, 5 people for 5v5s, and so on. Channeling to enter the Hellgate is also no longer interruptible by damage. If someone wants to harass you while you're entering a Hellgate, they will need to get up and close and actually stop you from entering. As soon as the ritual has finished, you are teleported into one of 10 new Hellgate maps, which have been designed to feature unique themes and add a variety of different gameplay experiences. Some maps feature chokes, others hide differences, and yet others are vast and open. On entering a Hellgate, you have a chance to be matched against another party based on the average infamy of your party, in which case you will join their Hellgate. If no suitable opponent is found, you will enter your own new Hellgate. The longer you go without any PvP interaction, the bigger the range of acceptable opponents will become. Eventually you will enter another party's Hellgate, or another party will enter yours. As long as no other party is trying to claim your Hellgate, you can complete it by gaining infamy. You can do this by killing any Hellspawn you find. Keep in mind to play this smart. You can kill them in any way and sequence you want, creating your own way of clearing a Hellgate. You can either bomb through a big amount of smaller imps, or annihilate big mobs that hold more infamy. Depending on which Hellgate layout you are in, you will find different mobs, mini-bosses, and very rarely you will even encounter a boss. When you do though, you will be rewarded greatly for defeating them. But beware, there are no longer only 2 types of demons, both of which explode. We have added numerous new demons to guard Hell, making your waiting time for the PvP action more entertaining. As the PvE has become more challenging, we have implemented a system that will remove all remaining demons from the playing field if another party enters the Hellgate. Only those guarding something valuable, like a chest or a shrine, will remain. It might be worth checking those out after you've gotten rid of the other party. So if you hear rumbling in the background and see a flashing screen and demons engulfed in flames, you are probably in for a fight. The stage is set for the showdown. But be wary, if the fight takes too long, Hell will feel cheated and will start the new rising lava mechanic. The lava mechanic is a zone that will slowly creep towards the center of the map, to eventually form a final arena. This arena is specifically designed to offer a plethora of different strategies. The lava consists of two areas, the so-called warning area and the lava itself. The warning area will deal a small but noticeable amount of damage to you, while the lava will deal more and more damage to you the longer you are in the area. We obviously don't want to turn Hell into ginormous Demon Cape proc, to be used by all sorts of stun and CC combos. And this is why you will become completely immune to CC once you've been in the lava for some time. The CC immunity and the damage stacks will fall off once you've left the lava. If the fight still hasn't come to a conclusion, even though the final arena has been enclosed for a while, the lava will start to slowly close completely, until only one party is left. Satisfied by the bloodshed, Hell will call back lava, so that the victors can loot to their heart's content. Defeating an enemy team will also finish the Hellgate, and lets your party continue onward. Once you've gained enough infamy by killing demons, or you have killed an opposing party, you have completed your Hellgate, and a marker will appear on your minimap, showing you where to go next. If you have killed an enemy party to complete this Hellgate, the Hell will reward you with an additional chest. Next to the chest, you will find a portal and a Gate of Hell. The portal will bring you back to the open world. The Gate of Hell lets you chain directly into a new Hellgate, giving you another opportunity to find a battle. The gate works similar to the outside portal. It will check if your party is still equipped to continue and if there are still enough party members alive to fight. This is how all Hellgates will play out, in any of the 6 Hellgate types, which are 2v2, 5v5 and also the brand new 10v10. All in either lethal or non-lethal. And now to a slightly more technical note. Let's talk about infamy and matchmaking, IP requirements and caps. Infamy works very similar to the infamy found in Corrupted Dungeons, yet it is its own independent ranking, shared only within its own mode. There will be a separate 2v2, 5v5 and 10v10 ranking. The higher your infamy, the better the loot in the respective Hellgate will be, and the higher infamy opponents you will find. As mentioned earlier, the longer you are in a Hellgate environment without finding a Hellgate match, the wider your search radius will become until you eventually find a match. Killing players will take a portion of their infamy and add it to yours. The same will happen to you if you are killed. To find you as many quality matches as possible, we try to hit a delicate balance with the IP caps and requirements. We want a hardcore feature that is at the same time inclusive and still competitive. Hellgates depend strongly on the player base, as the more players participate, the bigger the match pool will be, which in turn leads to a more accurate and speedy matchmaking process. We know that the desired balance between accessibility and competitiveness is a tough one to hit, so we'll keep a close eye on player feedback and our own stats, and adjust these numbers if needed. And that's all for today. We hope you are as excited about the new Hellgates as we are, and that you are looking forward to test yourself against your fellow adventurers in this fully redesigned system when the Call to Arms update goes live on March the 17th. Thank you all for watching, and good luck answering the Call to Arms.